Good morning, everybody. Hopefully we're all doing well. I'm going to put the screen on NQ so you can see what I'm seeing. So this screen here. Okay, so another new week. I'm also recording this for the OBS as well. I'm not doing the Zoom recording this morning. I will do tomorrow, but I've had a bit of a manic morning. So a couple of trades I took on the overnight session, which was pretty much the exact low that we've been trading in. So if we just zoom out from last week, I left this extension on my chart. Now, it's not super important, but what is important is the fact that we broke this 61.8 and then we had an ATR reversal bar up. And when we printed that ATR bar reversal, we traded a traditional inside the open this morning. Okay, that went to its T1 and it was confirmed with being technical because it was an ATR up. That went same anchor new high. We bid the 38 three times, so you can see here, 3 times, and we went all the way to those completions. The reason I drew this anchor this morning is simply because that is a technical draw when you go same anchor new high into a completion, right? So that then now becomes my anchor, and the reason why I was using the high, well, not even the reason why, it's straight out of the masterclass, but this went into a high to high. So we traded a high to high, 50, 50. I literally had my stop at the 61. 7-point risk. I went in with 9 minis, and I pretty much passed the $9,000 on my funded futures this morning. I was like $600 or $700 away, and then I was driving to do some clothes shopping, and I pretty much got the rest of it whilst I was driving. So this traded the 50, and look at it, beautiful. Traded the 50, and once that went into extensions, you can see we ended up trading same anchor new high at the 38. 38 and the 50 bid once, twice, and we are opening up at those completions. Technical because we are ATRing into them, and this is your completion of the 23, completion of the 62, and then final completion, which I imagine will be resistance at the moment, which will be 22 125s. Reason I say it'll be resistance is because we're opening up on the full completion of that negative 100, which is what started this move. So going from same anchor new high 100 into another same anchor new high 100 is obviously pretty bullish. So that will be a full 170-point move, and I mean, we're pretty much about 26 points away. So bullish morning. I managed to get my $200. Geez, I left so much on the table with my Topstep account. So I literally left thousands on the table per account, which is it is what it is. I just wanted to get the $200 so I could get the 23k payout. I got 9.2k per 5 accounts, which is like 46 divided by 2. It's about $23,000 I can take out today after the bell, and then that'll be that'll put my accounts back down to 4.6, and I'll try and rebuild them back up to 10 and do the same again. So then my funded futures accounts will be hopefully live tonight after the bell, or tomorrow, and I'll trade those ones as well. Those ones are with Tradeovate, so I might even just trade those ones on stream with you guys. I've got 2 setups. I've got 2 screens now, so I'm pretty, look at that, beautiful. Where's AMD? AMD 3.4. AMD long-term swing, looking very good. Tesla, nothing really going on too much, but yeah, AMD had an alert there on AMD, so nice to see that's going off. But yeah, plan of action today, if we can get it, it would be really nice if we can get a same anchor new high and potentially bid down here at the open price. 22,023 is where I'm going to set some bids. That will also be, right next to the open price as well. If we do take the open price out, I prefer that less. But if we do, you do have 20,000, 22,000 as support. But I prefer to hopefully bid the 38 and take up into, call it 21,140s. So my resistance for the day, or kind of just premium on the day, is going to be that up here. Call it 21, well, call it 130s into 150s. So it's a 20-point range in terms of high to low of that area. All that really means is I don't really want to be pushing too much longs above there, and obviously I don't really short into that area. And then in terms of the short side, in terms of the opposite side, should I say, would be anything below 975s to around, call it 955s. I wouldn't really want to be pushing shorts or longs below that area. So this is pretty much a no trade zone for me. Why is that not? Jeez, that's annoying. So below 955s, sit on hands. Okay, sit on hands, SOH. And above these areas, above this area, I almost want to say sit on hands as well, really. So yeah, I'm just going to say that. So we have a 150 point range for today, which is what I would rather, which is what I want to trade, and the setup that I would like to trade would be something like this. Would be something like this. So whatever the ATRs are at that time, I can get them up. All good. ATRs on the chart. So I've got currently the R24. So you could probably risk. Yeah, this is probably a valid setup if we get it. Now the only thing, if we look at the most aggressive draw, now I don't like to draw these just purely because we came down to these highs. But where we are bidding from so far would be a potential high to high here. Okay. So this is another potential entry if you are looking for longs. This is also a break and retest of these previous highs. Now I don't mind this setup, but it's just obviously less. You got a potential of being stopped out before a trade going in your favor. So it's either you take the long here, get stopped out, get back in. Some people don't like to do that, but this is a technical trade and setup as well. And in fact, I'm going to take that. So I am long. I'll put the screen on just so you can see. I am long on the NQ. My entry 64s. 64s is okay, but I think I'm long at about 71s. But 64s is the entry. Again, if this is a stop out, not to worry. We will just wait for the deeper pullback at 20,023. But I do like this play here. This is also a previous. This is also the break and retest of Friday's high. And if we can, I will just take this up into high of day at 9. Call it 100s. Call it 21,100. So I'm not going to take full ATRs on this. I'm just going to take this up into the highs. Yeah, I'm just going to take this up into the highs. I appreciate the risk to reward isn't as good as it should be, but I think this is a sort of a fairly likely trade to run those highs before potentially either continuing the trend or coming down. But I will stop the OBS recording here just because this is only recording the trading view screen, and I will carry on commentating with you guys on Zoom.